Hello everyone, it's IK Edits 29 here today, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review today of DeadPool and Wolverine, which is the third movie in the Deadpool franchise, and is the 14th movie in the Fox X-Men universe, directed by Sean Levy. Okay, so the story of this movie is that this movie is set 2 years after the second Deadpool movie, as Deadpool is pulled from his universe by the TVA, and he is told that his universe is about to be destroyed. So he must team up with Wolverine to fight their common enemy. Okay, so what are my thoughts on this movie overall? So Deadpool and Wolverine was one of the most highly anticipated movies of 2024 because of all the trailers and all that got me hyped up. And also, like, the MCU hasn't really been doing so well nowadays. Like, I feel like after Endgame, the MCU was just trying to do something new with itself, but they just failed. And I mean, while there was some great stuff they made during that time, like Spider-Man No Way Home, Loki, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that was just like a few out of their garbage stuff they put out recently. But, however, this movie was something different. It was Deadpool, of course, so like, there was no way they could ever make a bad Deadpool movie, because the first two Deadpool movies I really love in my opinion. They're all great movies in my opinion. Ryan Reynolds does a good job in these movies. He delivers a bunch of funny moments in those movies. Great action, great gore, etc. You know, all that. And this movie had and the trailer for this movie definitely gave me a lot of stuff. Like, there was gonna be Hugh Jackman as Wolverine coming back in it with his yellow and comic accurate suit, which I knew that was a good sign. And yeah. Okay, so now that I've actually seen the film for myself, what are my thoughts? Does it actually exceed all my expectations? Yeah, it does. Yeah, honestly, this movie was actually really good. Like, yeah. I mean, but I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece in my opinion. I wouldn't say it's the best thing the MCU has made. But it is definitely the more decent thing they've made recently, especially nowadays especially since this movie came out during a time where most people's hype for Marvel movies these days is kind of low. Like, no one really seems to care anymore. But this movie was actually something new. It was new. It was different for once, and it actually worked very well. And also, I feel like what makes this movie so good is the action in this movie. Now, the Deadpool movies always have very good action, in my opinion, but in this one, boy, they really took it to a whole new level, in my opinion, because like the action in this movie is brilliant. Like, especially the fact that the first action scene literally happens 5 minutes into the movie, and like, man, it is just so amazing in my opinion. And the climax also was really good. Yeah, honestly, that they really did. They really took it to a whole new level there, right there. And also, again, this movie was just really funny, honestly. But I mean, this is a Deadpool movie, so of course, you're definitely gonna get, because I mean, if you're like watching a Deadpool movie, then this is pretty much what you get out of it. A bunch of funny moments by Ryan Reynolds, a couple of adult humor, etc., etc. It works, and I love it, honestly. And also there's Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in this movie. Now, Hugh Jackman has been pulling up the claws since like 2017 in Logan, but like seeing him coming back in like yellow suit, sorry, man, that was just amazing. Like it really took them like 24 years just to get him his comic accurate suit, and oh boy, just seeing Hugh Jackman wearing that Wolverine suit was just perfect in my opinion. And he really does do a good job playing him in this movie. And also, I feel like what makes this movie so good as well is like, besides all like the cameos and nostalgia, all that going for it, is the story. Like, this movie is serious when it needs to be, and it shows that you really can care for these characters like Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, it really shows that you can actually care for these two. Now, I feel like the only thing that was holding it back for me was that like it was a bit too fast paced in my opinion, but I guess that was fine. I didn't really mind it being that fast paced. It was okay for a movie like this. And yeah, so like this movie does have a lot of cameos in it, like I said earlier, as well, which I thought were also really good. The villain was also pretty good as well. I liked her. Don't really know her name, but she was still a great villain overall. So yeah, honestly, like really, I really didn't think that this movie would actually exceed all my expectations. To be honest, I thought that it wouldn't do that, but surprisingly, it did. it pretty much had everything I expected from this movie. It had action, really good action, violence, brutal moments, and Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. So much that, yeah, I can definitely say that it's probably the best one out of the three, maybe. Who knows? But honestly, yeah, but overall, Deadpool and Wolverine, it is a really good movie in my opinion. I think it's definitely a really best and new thing the MCU has made in my opinion. But not really a savior in my opinion, because like I feel like after this movie comes out, we'll probably never get any movies like this again, unless we do maybe. But you know what? This movie, like if you generally grew up with Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, and all that, then I would definitely say this movie is for you. To be honest, because seeing this movie literally in the theater with a crowd was just even better in my opinion. And yeah, boy, this movie was just so fucking awesome. Like pretty much everything about this movie was just perfection, literally. Yeah, probably one of the best movies to ever come out of this year so far. But however, since the year isn't really over yet, there might be more movies that come out this year that might be better. But for now, this is still probably one of the best movies in the X-Men franchise so far. I mean, I wouldn't say it's better than Logan, but it is still really good, honestly. I think it's has a good story, good action, and a bunch of funny moments by Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman as well. And yeah, this is pretty much anything you can get out of a Deadpool movie as well. So, my final rating for this movie is going to be a 9 out of 10. It's a great movie, honestly. It is really good. I would definitely recommend this to you if you're a big fan of Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, and Deadpool as well. So, yeah. It is a 10 out of 10 X-Men movie. I love it so much. It's perfect. Everything about it. It's just really good. Yeah. Anyways, guys, so if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. So, I am now signing out.